Now?
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
All right, I'm still here, but I gotta stay muted for a minute.
I gotta make sure it's the right one.
We're live.
We're live. It's the right one. Okay, I need to tweet this. So.
Can you hear me now? I'm still here, but I gotta stay muted.
I've got to mute my Hangout. I'm gonna mute my YouTube stuff. Whoops. How the fuck did I go to Kanye? Okay.
Nikki, did you put your channel in the link here?
Gotta put. Okay, here is the. I'm sending the Hangout link one more time.
No, not the Hangout link. Your channel.
I know. I'm fixing to put the YouTube.
She put it in the DMs.
I'm fixing to put that back in there because I said the wrong one.
Oh, okay.
Oh shit.
All right, now I'm tweeting it.
Tweeting it.
I don't. What's my tweet? What does my tweet say? Join us with. Whoa! What just happened here? Join us. Negative Nation. As we discuss rebuilding community, moving forward.
Hey, Mima.
Our king will make an appearance shortly. Well, should I tag? Y'all got to reshare this. I got to undo my. Anybody else we should invite? Scooter doesn't even know he's been made a mod. I've got to, if y'all can hear me, be patient. Oh, I forgot to tag Bunny.
I can hear you. Hello, everybody. Savage, do you have the link? Are you coming? Mima says,
everyone's forgetting me.
I'm trying. Hello, Bunny.
I'm just like the fastest child of the nation and all, you know.
What'd you say?
Nothing. I'm sulking.
Oh my word.
I'm protecting my tweet so y'all can share that tweet.
I'm tweeting myself.
Oh, that's very nice, Angelo. You're muted. I can't hear you.
Angelo, what are you doing?
I'm cleaning my swords.
Oh, okay.
You didn't get a sword out online, did you?
AV, you're so bad.
Look at how beautiful this is.
Look how cute he is, though. Okay, I'll be right back. Hold on. I gotta mute myself. Thanks a lot, AV.
You're welcome. Savage.
Yes.
Bunny, type in chat so make sure I modded you.
I'm here.
I'm not modded.
Okay. You dust and oil these things like every 2 weeks or they start rusting.
Oh, so you have a real one then?
Yeah. I have real ones.
Yeah.
I have
Do you play World of Warcraft and all that too? You know, Dungeons and Dragons and.
This is my prize, AV. This one,
Oh,
you may
you are
recognize.
officially a weeaboo.
You may recognize this one from a movie.
All right, so I'm gonna give my looky-loos, my lurkers, a little shout out here. I not shout out, but I'll give them the link.
Not Highlander.
Kill Bill Volume 2.
Y'all tweet this, please. Not panel people, chat people.
I don't know if you can see the mark on the page.
We just need to say Trisha's gonna be here and everyone will show up.
I'll be right back.
This is my beauty.
So how was everyone's day?
Great. How are you, Savage?
I'm good. Except for my trip to Hellmart.
I'm trying to figure out how my husband drops his dinner on the floor. Like, instead of taking the fork,
more.
No, instead of taking, well, everything's frozen. All the meat's frozen, except for what I thawed out for dinner. So instead of taking the fork and jabbing it into the chicken breast to take it off the grill, he takes the tongs that are got the silicone lining, and he tries to pick them up after I used them for something slippery. And then he's all fussing with it, and I'm sitting there watching like, dude, you're going to drop this shit. The next thing I know, he dropped it, and the damn dog just comes running up and runs off with about a good, 10-ounce piece of chicken. So I'm chasing his little ass.
I might as well have the chicken at this point.
I was going to send one of these swords to Ron to auction off, but I didn't know if he would get, perturbed at the message I was sending.
Hold on. Can we back up a little bit?
Where do we need to go?
I want to know. Oh, how did I lose my? Okay. I want to know. Bunny said she just used the tongs for something slippery.
Yeah.
I want more information on that, Bunny. What was so fucking slippery?
Whenever I was cooking.
Now it goes to cooking, but it was something else before.
No, I was not you dirty birdies. Quit talking like that. I got.
Listen, you're the one who said, and you were very.
am a conservative Baptist deacon's daughter. Talk to me as if though I am a deacon's daughter. Damn it.
Listen, okay? Then you talk to us like you're a deacon's daughter. You're the one who said you used the tongs for something slippery. All I asked for was for some more information.
And y'all sitting there laughing at me. Maybe I was stirring some sauce in another pan that has some of that silky cornstarch in it. We all know about the silky cornstarch since we're fat girls and all. You got, summertime.
Moist.
AV.
Moist.
AV.
Oh my God.
Your dick.
Never mind.
Not everything is perverted, Sam. Not everything is perverted.
Oh, I have to talk. My daughter's talking to me. I'll come back to that. I'm not the one who took it there.
I didn't take it there either. You talking about something slippery. And everyone's giggling. Okay, you know what? Who giggled at that? Everybody giggled at it, so everyone took it there.
Don't
blame me for that shit.
I will admit I am probably guilty.
Hey, Savage, are you here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Did you let Pam and Rick know about our stream?
No.
Well, I thought you were the one we asked to do that.
I didn't. Nobody told me to do that.
Okay, well, listen. You know what? I was in and out, so maybe I'm wrong.
No,
I ain't your bitch. I ain't your bitch.
I don't.
Oh.
He said what? Savage! Listen, everybody was doing their fucking part, okay?
I don't think we asked her because I think consensusly we kind of know that it'll be very hard for that team of streamers to not say certain words.
Well,
Thank you, Angela. Thank you. Deduct it from my pay. Deduct it from my pay, Samantha.
Savage.
Yes.
You were telling us all day. Moving on, Savage. You told us all day long that you were working on a parody about being my bitch. How is that assignment coming?
Yeah,
It's coming. If it wasn't for my dear mother kidnapping me at 5 p.m. and not bringing me back home to 7:45, I would have been on it.
Damn, you had to spend that much time at Hellmart?
Well, no, she took me to go get my kratom, and then she had to go to J.C. Penney's to take. I'm telling you, when I get in her car, it's like a time machine. I never come back on time. I am stuck there.
AV is being so raunchy in the chat. Are you reading the chat, Savage?
Hold up.
AV says, Savage, it's coming. That's what she said. He said that to me earlier. AV, I'm so glad you're here.
It's coming. Don't you worry. It's coming.
Okay.
Oh, hold on. Taryn's opening her mouth. Let me mute my mic. Hold on.
What up, y'all?
Oh, it's okay. She just
What
has
it
to
do?
run, motherfucker.
The king has arrived.
What's up?
You know, I figured it'd be more people here. A lot of people were.
Well, I mean, I don't have very subs on this channel, and we just
wait a minute.
did that.
Since Ron's here, let me get his opinion on this. Ron, would you have felt like somewhat apprehensive if I had sent you a 3.5 foot long rail sword to raffle off or keep?
I probably would just kept it.
Oh, all right, there. All right, so then maybe I'll send you one the next time.
I would just carry it around town.
Well,
Run with your arms behind your back.
You'd be
wearing a long
surprised
jacket.
how many people look away from you when they're driving by your house when you're out in the yard doing sword exercises.
Oh,
Like, I don't really want to go over and talk to that guy, but I am kind of interested at the same time. But he is with 2 large swords.
I'm
Buy a shitload of
everybody's
watermelon.
I'm everybody's friend here. Somebody would just get too close to lose an ear.
I got a small one you can have.
I've heard that before. Oh, hang on.
I got
We got 2 perps in here.
You know where my mind's at.
About the other girls that are running for prom queen. She saw one of their dresses today, so she's telling me how.
My dress is better.
Right. We're talking about all the reasons her dress is better, and so far we're right. Her dress is better.
My dress is better.
What is that, Angelo? Or are you putting that away?
That is the small sword.
Listen, you know what that looks like, don't you, ladies?
Oh, wait. Talking about, I think
Nope.
I didn't take it there. Dude, you've been taking it there all night.
Not unless you only want it one time. I mean, there's no coming back from this.
What the?
No, she's talking about the scabbard, man.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I could send the blade to Negs and the scabbard to Sam.
Well,
she does like big black things.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
What was that? And you were just talking shit about me, man.
Oh, she's muted right now. No, she's cussing.
She's missed it.
Oh god.
Wow, I'm on Twitter and man, my feed is just filled up with everybody retweeting this stream. That's an awesome thing to see.
Does that make you feel better?
That's your nation at work, my brother.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, that's always very, I mean, for anybody that's a creator of any sort, or anybody that's an artist or whatever you may be, that is priceless. There's a lot of people who slave away at their craft and die unknown. So respect, when you earn respect, when you earn the community's respect, you can't pay for that. You can't even buy that. You can't buy that. It's priceless.
Sure as fuck can't.
1000% agree.
I got a great idea.
I'm listening.
Well, I don't want anybody to steal it, though.
Hold on. I went into the porch and I invited Pam, Rick, the porch, the nation, and all the board members to join us when they're done up there for our special guest. And I said it's heavily modded, so don't even fucking try it, right?
See, that's why I didn't tweet it out, because you know who's watching my damn ass. You know.
Oh, look, Melissa's here. Melissa.
And
You get red.
Hi, Mel.
Oh, I can't wrench her.
Yeah,
Melissa.
anybody that's that's tuning in. I mean, it's nothing but good things.
Yeah, no drama, no talk
Yeah.
about anybody.
You know what? I mean, I know it's sad that we have to say that, but I mean, I can understand people coming in, looking at the panel, and going, "Oh, whoa, what's going on here? What the?" That dude hasn't even done a full live stream in 2 weeks on YouTube. What's he doing on somebody else's channel?
Then you got Mouth of the South over here, ready to cut a bitch.
Ooh! I have an unrelated update. My daughter is now officially 14 weeks pregnant with my grandpa.
Aww.
Congratulations.
Nice, congrats.
I am gonna spoil that kid rotten and send her home kicking and screaming every night.
Feed her with
Exactly.
sugar.
Rocket fuel.
Feed her with sugar. I'll get her all riled up and be like, and if mommy says no, you call grandpa, because I'll tell you yes.
Yeah. That's how my
Name
grandma
her
was.
Bunny. Just saying. Bunny's a great name.
Well, I
Actually, that's too funny. Bunny is her nickname for her.
Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah. Go ahead. Sorry, Ron. I cut you off.
can we call Savage the Mouth of the South Savage Heart?
Ooh,
Yeah.
Savage Heart.
Did we get Sarah and did we send Sarah the link?
Savage.
Sarah who?
Savage. I'm just saying that sounds like an awesome shirt idea.
Sarah Burchett.
I know.
Savage
It's,
Heart.
I like
There you
I just
go.
like
Tag
when you
shirt.
call yourself the
It's
Mouth of
3
the South.
a.m. over there.
Hey,
right
right
now.
there you go. Right there you go. Is you can just put Savage on the front, on the back, put Mouth of the South, and poof, you're off and running. You might want to check Jimmy Hart's registry on that, but I think that you can get away with it, depending on how you
Okay.
spell Heart. You want to spell Heart with an E and not just H-A-R-T, H-E-A-R-T. You change,
Oh, okay.
not infringe on his copyright.
Ooh.
That's a good idea.
Fight the
Thank
power.
you, Jamie. I apprate it.
What did you
No.
say? Fuck the power? What?
I said, no, fight the power. That's my new saying. Hey, everybody, fuck the power.
I thought you said fuck
Just
the
completely give up.
power.
Be defenseless. Fuck the power. You don't need the power. Just lay down and take it. That's all you got to do. It's so
Oh.
much.
Ron, actually, Ron, you hold your fist up, and inside your fist is a heart crushing down, and then Savage Heart going across the top.
Hey,
Oh,
man, that sounds like a job for a resident artist. That's in
Yes.
there you go.
We do have a resident.
Oh.
Yeah, that guy right
Oh,
there
me?
got to get himself with a pen. or
Oh,
whatever.
me?
Yeah.
Me? Oh shit. Oh damn. I'll just never mind.
It's stuck on Sam's pick. Is that what you said?
Well,
Yeah, it is stuck on Sam.
It's mixing back and forth for me. I'm getting to see, excuse me, the guys.
You
Okay.
nasty.
Maybe it's just
Wow.
I see everybody
That
at
was
the
about
bottom.
a 6. It wasn't moist enough.
It wasn't.
I will tell you my idea though.
All right.
Me and Melissa tried to do it a couple Sundays ago, having comedy hour.
Ooh.
I even hit
That
up
sounds
Skeeter
pretty
that
badass.
night. It was that Sunday. Me and her just got up there and just messed around or whatever. And
Skeeter is
didn't
funny
make
as
it
shit.
home in time. I know he didn't. I was
Hey.
DMing him. I was like, "Here's the link if you get home in time," but he didn't get home in time. So
That's
I think that's a good idea though. Comedy hour.
That's something I can get behind for sure.
Yeah, I would.
Hey, DM me that. Oh, I was just gonna say DM me that idea because I kind of already forgot half of it.
Okay.
Which have the hour or the comedy part? That's, I mean,
I think
you may be
the
suffering from.
heart.
You might
The
be.
heart.
Oh, okay. So you may be suffering from Alzheimer's, but apparently I am, because I totally didn't realize that we. You were still like, dude, you want me to do a shirt? I'm talking about that. I don't give a shit about comedy. What comedy? Who?
My
Oh,
bad,
look,
man.
my chocolate looks like a little hot dog.
Oh, that's badass.
What?
Oh my god.
What? That's awesome.
I think that would be good though. That'd be cool. Like once every couple of weeks or something, have a comedy hour, have all the comics come out and just, they ain't got to roast people. Just be funny as shit, man.
Funny comedy. I'll be honest, and I'm probably gonna be like crucified for it later. But Savage, where you did your prison break videos, that shit was funny as shit. I'm sorry.
I don't know what happened to that damn video. I don't know what happened.
as shit.
I uploaded it, and then the next thing I know, it was gone. I mean, it was just gone.
Oh, what, by YouTube?
It wasn't even on my channel. I couldn't. It was gone. Oh yeah, that was hilarious. I had a fun time doing that shit. That was hilarious to me.
But
The damn dog ran over me.
I'd like to see more to be directed at, but
I was breaking out of jail.
I mean, shit, it's funny. Melissa, she got that drill sergeant shit down, man.
Yeah.
I had flashbacks of
Melissa is freaking hilarious.
Fucking notification.
Let me tell you how. Let me tell you how my first day. Let's see if AV can relate to this. This is how my first day of basic training went. Welcome to basic training. If you do not follow everything I'll tell you to do, I will drag you into the woods and skull fuck you to death.
Yeah, something along those lines.
I looked at this dude. He was like 5'6", 250 pounds of pure muscle, and I was like, I believe you,
dude. Fucking reception battalion was a wake up call, man.
Oh, Shark Attack. Those are fun.
Yeah.
Oh,
what's that? Tell us.
Shark Attack. That's when you all get off the bus. You ain't never been in the military. You don't know anything about the military, and you got two lone drill sergeants standing in front of you going, if any of you feel like you've made a poor decision, now is the time to get out of the bus and go home. And when you see 2 or 3 idiots turn around and head back to the bus, there are about 50 drill sergeants coming up from behind the bus. Putting their face.
That's a Shark Attack. I get it. Oh my God.
You got 3 or 4 drill sergeants surrounding one individual. They look for the weakest individual.
Oh shit!
They will go at that person. And they will make their brown rounds touch your forehead. You touch your forehead to their brown round, you are getting
it's game over.
Wait,
they used to beat him in the forehead with the hat.
You
Smoke
cannot
means
you
corrective punishment.
Yeah, corrective
PT.
Yeah, PT to death.
You do.
Joe can tell you some stories. I wish y'all, when y'all do that veterans thing again, I want him to be involved because he can tell you some stories, man.
Oh yeah, Joe was a Marine, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Marine. I don't fuck with Marines. I don't joke about Marines. Fuck that shit.
Oh, he's a big teddy bear. I
got along with quite a few of them.
Ron, can you hear me?
You can have them. Fuck that.
Joe is a big teddy bear.
He's a big teddy bear because he's your husband.
Yeah.
I can tell you about my 2 losing fist fights to my Marine uncle.
Pow pow.
Yeah, he didn't even close his fist. He hit me with the open hand. Oh yeah, black my eye, split my lip open, about knocked me unconscious. He said he didn't want to hurt me. He said.
Dude,
look, I will be quite honest. I have seen my husband's temper. I can count on my one hand in 20 some years how many times I've seen his actual fucking temper, and it ain't pretty.
I was at Fort Bragg.
I do not want to see.
I was at Fort Bragg, just made E6, and there's this E5 Special Forces dude walking around without his cover on, without his top on, and a sergeant major looks at him and goes, "Come here, soldier!" And he starts yelling at the soldier, and the soldier looks at him and goes, "Fuck you, sergeant major!" Walks away. Sergeant major tracked down his battalion commander. And his battalion commander's like, yeah, we're Special Forces, sergeant major. Shut the fuck up. It's like, okay.
They're like, we don't follow the same rules.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
they really don't, because like, especially going down Ardennes, like from Smoke Bomb Hill, keep on going down. It's a big environment change, especially around the JFK Center. You'll see dudes with full on beards, fucking, even when they're in, well, then it was BDUs or DCUs, and then they switched to ACUs. But it doesn't matter, even if they're in uniform. They still have that full head of hair,
full beard,
grown out beards.
Yeah, because these guys,
they'll just
yeah. I'll tell you, man.
Hold on, I'm sorry, Ron. Don't skip over that. I don't understand why they've got full on beards and shit.
Because they're covert people. They're trained to blend into certain environments.
Gotcha. Sorry. Go ahead, Ron. Sorry.
I blend into a Walmart, so
people at Walmart.
Linda.
Well, here's the deal. My uncle, both times he, and man, the first time it was insane. It was over. Both times were over me not doing as he asked of me, but first time was over me using the phone. I was 17. No cell phones, no shit like that. You had to go. I had a phone in my room. That was the same line we shared. and he took it. I had a backup phone because I'm
Uh-oh.
17 and I like girls, so I'm not going to lose my connection to the outside world. So I plug that phone in, and then I go outside, probably to, I don't know, burn one. Who knows at 17 what I was doing. And I came back in, and I came back home because I walked to the woods. He had smashed my phone. So I went up and confronted him.
Oh, first mistake.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. He immediately turned fucking red, got nose to nose with me, was spitting in my face, started yelling at me. And he started to take his belt off, and I was like, do it. I will love every minute of it. Oh, I did.
God.
He lit me up for about a minute. Oh God. I took it. I didn't I winced. I took it. But then like he walked out. The door's like,
You cried like a baby.
I wasn't gonna let him see it.
Heck
And then,
no.
about an hour later he came in and he was pretty upset about it. He was like, I'm sorry, I got a really bad temper. You know, you should listen. I mean, he was crying. He was visibly upset, you know. I mean, and he took me to my friends and gave me $20 in 1994. That was like $1 million. To me, that's a pint of vodka and a dime bag. So I was in heaven. But yeah, that was the first time.
Ron said,
Tell us about the new billboard thing.
Say what, Sam? I didn't hear you.
I'm sorry, Nikki. I said, Ron said a pint of something and a dime bag. And I said, they're going to clip that audio.
I'll tell you something though, and AV can probably back me up on this. Like Fort Bliss, I had a female first sergeant. First of all, female first sergeants, do not fuck with them. They are crazy as shit. My son came home from school one day, said he's not supposed to participate in physical activities because he has health issues, and the gym teacher got mad at him, so they grabbed him by the ear and walked him around the track. And he came home and told me this. So I go to my first sergeant. I'm like, hey, first sergeant, I got to go to my son's school tomorrow and talk to the gym teacher for putting their hands on my son. And she's like, oh, don't worry about that, Sergeant Stevens. I'll go with you. I was like, oh, no, it's okay, first sergeant. I got this. She goes, no. She goes, I got to make sure you don't do anything stupid to get you in jail. You got a mission to do. I was like, oh, okay, I guess that makes sense. So we go to the school. We go to confront the gym teacher. I'm all calm. I'm like, hey, listen, you put my hand. All of a sudden, first sergeant comes out of nowhere. She goes, did you put your hands on that boy? Let me tell you something. She grabs the fucker by the ear, pulls him down, and goes, how do you like this shit? I was like, what just happened?
Sure.
Yeah.
What's going on?
You get sometimes. I mean, it doesn't happen all the time, but in a lot. Depending. Sometimes your leadership will go to bat for you like that, especially in a situation like that. Sometimes some leadership is just like, okay, go do your thing, and they could care less.
That's a hell of. I mean, yeah. When you have a first sergeant that truly goes to the ground for your soldiers, that's a platoon that's not to be messed with, because that platoon's going to do some damage.
Yeah.
That's one of the great things about the military, and what I like about this community that we're forming here and building and making stronger is the same aspect. You have to have those same morals. You have to have the same drive to be successful and to ensure that other people are successful with you. I think that's important.
Speaking of, Nikki?
I'm here.
Hi, how you doing?
Hey.
Hey. I guess I'll take the driver's wheel for a second. It's been a minute since.
Well, first tell us about the billboard.
Well, we should start at the beginning, because I don't know who. I've been like so in the dark. I don't know who knows what about what's going on and this, that. Last I heard, people thought I was in a hospital. So
I haven't heard that one yet.
Yeah, I'm not in a hospital. I'm not in a hospital. I'm alive and well, very well, quite well. So I have left, and it's funny to say that I've left YouTube, because here I am on YouTube. The irony.
You are a guest on my panel.
Well, yeah, exactly. That's my justification for it. But
you have a lot of supporters who are wanting to know where you are, and some don't have social media or follow you on Patreon to know where you've been. So this is the best way to interact with them.
for those of you that don't know, I have moved I've moved the circus to Patreon, just simply because YouTube is just not a platform. Like I will gladly use YouTube to host my advertisements and my videos and stuff like that. But it's something right now that morally, and this isn't like me shitting on anybody else by any means, but just for me personally, it's not something I want to participate in, at least at the current time. So I'd already had a bunch of patrons anyway, and it was basically just a video here and there and a private Google Hangout once a week. So why not just move everything over there, give the people who are already there, 20 times more content, and now new people coming in are getting this plethora, live streams, videos, just it doesn't end. Somebody had a complaint like, I need to turn notifications off, you post a lot. I'm like, well, that's good.
Yeah.
So if you're going to give somebody $1 to watch them, I hope they give you something to watch. So,
right, that's the point.
Right, yeah.
I'm sitting there talking to myself. I'm muted. I don't know how to live anymore.
I was wondering why it was so quiet.
Do you want your PayPal in here?
If you want to put it in there, whatever's clever. I really just like to let everybody know that that's where I'm at, is at Patreon. It's not, I don't know how to, it's basically when you sign up, you and the other people who are on your tier have access to certain content. The way I have it on mine is that each tier, like there's only one tier that gives people access to something that the $1 tier doesn't have. $1 live streams, videos, and the only difference between $1 and the other tiers is that $5 you get to come into a Patreon, private hangout.
Like this.
Like this, but it's not live. It's just private. It's just people hanging out and chatting.
And let me tell you what, I scratched up $5 off on a debit card, while my main debit card, which by the way is still lost, and I haven't called and reported it yet because I'm hoping I'll find it and don't have to go through that. But anyway, if I was able to scratch up $5 and get on that tier, Nikki, with your cheap ass, I expect you to be playing me.
I scraped up full coldest. I so did.
You scratched up $5, Savage?
I did the $1.
Oh,
I'm saving up for bedroom shoes, girl.
And I mean, it's and I know, and I don't know, I hope I'm not being too forward in saying this, but I know some people are going to be like, well, why do I have to pay to watch something? But if you truly enjoy something, I mean, $1 is not going to kill you, especially $1 a month.
Sometimes you have to do other things in order to grow your brand and not be bogged down with the toxicity. And YouTube doesn't currently have control of their content creators and do not protect them and in a way that makes them feel safe.
Well, it's what it basically boils down to is there's and on the internet in general, when you log on, you accept the responsibility that you're giving up your privacy, basically. So, but I mean, YouTube's they've stripped everybody of 90% of their ad earnings, and then they introduced Super Chat, which is probably way more lucrative to them than ads, in my opinion.
Oh, like 50%.
And
and then they take away your ads if you're not, after the whole reorganization of the structure of the thing where, most of us don't have. I would have been okay had they gone from January to December of last year, but they don't. Right.
Well, a year and a half ago, I solely depended on ad revenue. If I had an underperforming video, I didn't earn any money. So live streaming was a savior. It saved my ass. But it's, I don't want to get too far into the negative side of it, because honestly, from the flip side of all of that there's an upside to it, and the upside is nothing but good.
Listen, Ron, excuse me, I want to tell a story here, because I think that's what you're getting at. I'll try to make it brief. So my brother-in-law, he lives in Texas now, but he was a Marine and had a young family. And when he came back from the Marines, he got a job with a company around here. They make like parts for Ford and stuff. And like, it's a real good gig, right? So anyway, but they kept going back and forth from Indiana down to Dallas, and kind of couldn't decide where they wanted to be and whatnot. They like started a business up here in Indiana, and they were doing pretty well. It was like a moving company, and they're doing pretty well or whatever. And then all of a sudden, but he was still working at the Ford plant, right? And so all of a sudden, out of the blue, the Ford plant transfers him down to Texas, like to Dallas. So okay, well that's cool. So that was answered for us, right? But still, like they wanted to work for themselves. They wanted to start, keep going with the business they had started and be their own bosses or whatever. Even after they moved down to Texas with the company. Well, then a couple years later, all of a sudden the company just like let him go, let my brother-in-law go, like for no reason. Like it was, like a really like crazy, like what the hell? And my brother-in-law, when he was telling us that this happened, he said, but you know what? He said, this is what I've been wanting. Like I've been wanting to be able to, restart the business we started in Indiana, restart it down here, get it off the ground and be our own bosses. And now that this company just let me go and dumped me on my ass, I don't got a choice now. Now I got to do it. Right. And he says, and really, when you look at it, now I'm not a God person, but he is, but y'all get the drift, right? That was God like answering my prayer. Like I've been, wanting this and working for this, but, not really able to take the next step. And now here it's forced on me. It was an answered prayer, however it came about. Right. So I think what Ron's trying to say is like through all this horrible crap that happened on YouTube and in this community with certain people, I know that story, don't need to hash it out. It's, although it was horrible the way it all happened and led Ron to the point to where he's like, you know what, fuck it. I'm going to cut my ties with YouTube and explore these other avenues. Right. And I think Angelo said this earlier today. He's like, Ron, you are like forging the way for the rest of us and finding a way out for us. Right. And even though that came under really bad circumstances, and Ron, God bless your soul, the day I do meet you in person, I just really want a really, really tight hug. Because, dude, I feel your fucking pain. I really fucking do this whole time. Like, why do you think this crazy fucking beast has come out of me? Like, you got me sitting down in front of the computer for hours on end just because this is a war I want to fight for you because I feel that pain too, right? And I know Nikki does, and Savage, and Bunny, and AV, and Angelo, and, everybody that's, kind of rallying, in the last couple of weeks in support of you. So however you ended up at the point you are now, where you're finally going to, cut your ties with YouTube, let this be, a stepping stone, right, to the next great thing. So Ron, speaking of a stepping stone to the next great thing, I think now's the perfect time for you to tell us about your new exciting announcement.
Yeah.
Which one?
Along your billboard.
Yeah, that's what I'm excited about.
Oh man, we are moving forward in big ways right now. Not only, if y'all have been driving down the interstate, you see these digital billboards that change every, I don't know, what, 30 seconds?
30 seconds, I think.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Well, I'm about to launch my own billboard across the United States here this week. So if you're driving down the interstate anywhere in the United States and you just see that pop up, then you know I've been there.
Just that.
And this is my way of letting it I know that I don't have tens of thousands of followers, but I know that we are spread out all over the world. And in the United States, we are spread out through all 50 states, respectively. Yeah. So if this is my way of saying hi, if you see me 2,000 miles away and you see that on the side of the road, but there'll be more. After that, there'll be another one, just, me shamelessly shilling the merch probably. But I'd like to eventually see what their limitations are. And like, if we decide to do a billboard with merch on it, like feature people from the nation on the billboard if they want to be. Just bloop, there you go. Wearing a hoodie, Plus with the Patreon thing, it's opened up a huge opportunity to provide people who choose to be involved in that service to have opportunities that would not be as fun if you offered them to tens of thousands or 1 billion people on YouTube, like such as giveaways or raffles. What I'm trying to say is I'm giving a lot of stuff away. Please like me. No, I'm just kidding. I'm giving back. That's what
I'm like the only one that's not muted besides Ron, and I keep
I'm not muted.
with my. Oh, hey, Nikki. Sorry, I'll mute myself.
There we go. Sorry, I had to mute myself because I was making a bunch of noise.
You know, I think what you're doing, Negs, is awesome, and I'm a Patreon because I want. I mean, it's a little egotistical, I guess, but I want to be able to say down the road when you blow up that I had some kind of a small role in that.
Yep.
And well, my whole thing is you know, if people go over to Patreon, and this is how it should be with anybody that has a Patreon, is you know, give your people their money's worth. It does. If you're getting $30, if you're getting $30,000, you know, you should be committed to them fully, 100%, because they're basically like, this gives people an opportunity to invest in individuals. And also, it's no different than, you know, like, I remember several years ago when the Trailer Park Boys started swearing that, and I thought, man, this isn't going to work. They're just making original content and it's a subscription service, blah. But then Patreon came out, and I was like, okay. So I contributed to a couple content creators I like that were wrestling stuff. It's $1 a month, and I got videos that nobody else could get. And, you know, flash forward, this is how things are going to be. You know, you go to a live stream, and, you know, you may have 500 people in there, but you only have 475 who will never drop $1. Those are the 25 people. They're investing in that entertainment. So but this allows people to grow as a community and see the progression as, you know, like I keep whatever, like you could have an option on Patreon to show how much you're getting contributed, how much people are contributing to you. I choose to keep that private because I have an accountant, so I'm good. But it's also an opportunity for people to experience the entertainment side of things without the hassle, such as, you know, your privacy being invaded just because you're chatting or just because you're watching something. You can, you know, you contribute, you have the right to be there, you are part of it. So, you know, and everybody's on the same page. And thus, you know, everybody that's there wants to see what they're paying to see. That's it. You know, it's not, you know, a flyover, dump your latrine out over the city, whatever. I'm kind of taking a break for air to see if anybody wants to say anything.
I do.
Whoa, hang on.
Wow.
I need to bring back something for everybody to kind of get like, I need to get everybody in the spirit. Okay, are y'all ready? Hang on just a second. I just want everybody to remember why we love Neg so much. So give me 2 seconds so I can present the screen.
God, please tell me it's the video of him dressed as a woman.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
Hang on. I've got to make sure I don't accidentally
with that awesome shirt.
Okay.
Hey, so while we're waiting on Nikki, hey, Negs, how does it feel to be a dog's bitch?
I actually started writing a song about being a bitch's bitch. So stay tuned. It's not anywhere near completed.
Have you experienced the joy of having her knock the door open while you're in the middle of the bathroom and just staring?
Oh no, it doesn't matter if it's her or it's the kids. I go in the bathroom, the door's locked, leave me alone. I turn the vent fan on, it's loud. I cancel everybody out. I'm in the bathroom. This is me time.
Oh my goodness.
Oh dear Lord.
Are y'all ready?
Yeah. Let's hear some react. Yeah, right, Devils.
Thanks, cousin.
I love it.
How you want me to? How do you feel? Love real.
Am I screen shared?
How you
Yeah,
want?
we can
Yeah.
hear it.
How do you feel? Love real. How you want me to?
I love it.
How do you feel? Love
For real.
That's the question I gotta ask ya. Push your hands up on the floor. Okay, let's go. Let's go to the floor. No, let's go. Go. Go mama, tell me how you feel. It's so quick, like smile, wanna see you cry. I never seen someone like you before my life. You sound sweet, special. Baby, I got nothing. I'll show you my secret, unforgettable. I feel how you feel, baby, my fry. Make me feel happy when you're mine. Where were you tonight?
React pedals.
I feel when you're how you want me to. How do you feel? How you want me to? How do you feel? Love real. How you want me to?
Faster.
Oh my God, it's speeding up.
Faster, faster.
We're sticking a whistle, bitch.
Can't understand him any damn way.
Oh my God, he's speeding up.
Thanks, cousin. Mandy in the house.
Oh my God.
We so need to see if he'll go on somebody's live stream.
He was speeding it up.
He's like he is legend.
Wait,
Yeah.
is he in the U.S. now?
Nice.
If he's
He's still in
not,
Australia.
right, if he's not, we need to do a
Yeah.
fundraiser to get him here. We need to bring him here. We'll all need it, Ron.
Hey, that's a GoFundMe I can get down with.
That would be an awesome GoFundMe.
All right.
Yes, and if you go over to Patreon for only $1 a month, you can hear React.
Oh my God, that's
All the time.
Wombat's video or lip sync to React was hilarious.
Melissa says she understands him better when it's played faster.
Yeah, and it's still grooved. It was just better. Yeah.
I want to see the cow guzzling thing, Ron. It always cracks me up, man.
What?
I call
My
it cow
gesture
guzzling.
for milking it.
I call it cow guzzling.
That's I have to keep my vernacular rather eloquent at the present time because of
Damn.
young ears.
Showtime.
Oh,
But wait, I'm gonna get back to a couple things. I don't know how many people I reached the other day when I was speaking on, moving forward and this new direction and everything. And I have to make it abundantly clear that there were a lot of individuals, and myself included, who slung a lot of nasty, vile things. Some worse than others. We're not gonna have a pissing match over that right now, but I have to make it abundantly clear that I apologize for anything that I may have said that affected anybody emotionally and caused them genuine duress in their real life. I apologize wholeheartedly because I know what that feels like, and it's a horrible feeling, and it's very isolating and abandoning. So I apologize for that. Also, anybody who's doxed me or said an untruth or anything that may have been done in the same essence to me, I forgive you most of all, because there are no winners in anything that engages to this depth, and participating in it from any angle is ego driven and toxic for anybody. So and the only way you can move past it is owning up and forgiving and moving on and doing your own thing. So I know it may sound pretentious, but
not at all. Not at all.
We all need to apologize for the things that we've done. I've issued my apology on Twitter. It's pinned to Twitter. If I've hurt you and I haven't already apologized, I am sorry, because I never meant to do that. And I'm not going to go through all the list of wrongs that I've done, because I'm sorry. I mean, we fuck up, So next, if anybody wants to follow my lead, be my guest, but I'm not counting on it, and I don't need your forgiveness to know that I was in the right.
That's ultimately, in the end of the day, it's really boils down to us as individuals and how we react to things. But ultimately, I came here to entertain. First and foremost, to make silly videos. I've watched some of my old shit from about 4 years ago, and I went on rants. I always have rants and tirades. I had a feud with Emery King, of all people.
I remember that.
Yeah, I mean,
really? I used to watch him a lot.
yeah, he stole one of my jokes, and it really rubbed me the wrong. Oh yeah, he ripped me straight the fuck off on a joke. I was mad. I was livid.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
I did not know that.
I remember that. You were so pissed about that.
If you go back and watch this video I did as Dick the Hick going into gay porn, he took my bit from that and did his own video on it, and I was hot. I was like, wow, this dude with 1 million subs stole my fucking joke.
Oh my god, I did not know that.
Yeah, so
I used to watch that guy all the time.
I liked him till then.
I did too.
And then my cousin was at a strip joint in Indianapolis, and he spotted him, and he just snapped a bunch of pictures of him and sent them to me. I was like, he's like, yeah, I'm stalking Emery King. I was like, yeah, that's weird. Okay. Yeah,
I still love that video that you did of Rebel Lee, man. That shit was hilarious.
Rebel Lee. Oh my God. They don't get much more inbred than Rebel Lee, dude. That guy is a lost cause. He makes an extra chromosome feel smart. That's how bad.
Gosh. Sounds like where I live.
Another throwback of greatness that I'm about to play. And Ron did not send me a playlist. These are all out of my vault of greatness.
It took convincing.
I think I had the best I gave the best reaction video to Niggs with that Queen's flip, dude.
That was the shit. That was awesome.
That was oh my god, that fool.
But if Bunny, if you want to send me the link of, I would like. I know he's already heard it, but I'd like to play that video that she did of him with Meemaw, Diana, and some other stuff. I'd like to
Sarah's video. Yeah.
But I'm gonna pull up this one. Let me share my screen.
Yeah, I forgot to send her a clip because I had a good one right. I told you to bring your freaking ass back, but then I forgot to send it to her.
Potato net. Potato net.
Like a robot.
Potato net. Me.
Yeah.
Hold on.
We gotta slow it down.
Moist taters.
It's been a long time.
Oh God. Oh, you got to speed this one up too.
No, I can't speed this one up. Now's a good time to drop the Patreon link because you never know what you might get over there. Oh, I'm showing the wrong hangout. Sorry about that.
Whoa, what the hell are we about to watch?
You never seen this, Angelo?
Hell no. Looked like the setup to a good porn movie.
It is. I don't know how I got it past YouTube censors, but
oh my God.
Is this better?
Much better, Potato net.
Yeah.
Been feeling it sucks dick. Oh, that video.
Oh my god.
Oh my God, that
I'm
was
sorry.
fat.
That is the greatest shirt I've ever seen.
Bow chicka bow wow.
I was thick, son. Look at that. I'm not nearly that thick anymore.
Down, guys, belly button down.
I'm not. Yeah, I'm about 30 pounds lighter than that. Look at that ass.
Ain't you got a pretty mouth?
That's what they say in county.
I want to get me some of that. Mm-hmm.
French fry my tater, huh?
Fried potatoes.
Oh, good grief.
Bless it.
Oh. Oh my god.
That is such a great shirt. You need to wear that shirt again.
I know you've been to the strip clubs. Work them moves.
I've never been to a strip club in my life, honestly.
Are you serious?
Yep.
Oh,
I'm not into
you
it.
ain't missing much. You ain't missing much.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not being egotistical, but I don't have an issue with women, so I don't need to go pay somebody to show me their boobs. So, I mean,
damn, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Strippers and ex-strippers are crazy as hell, so
it's been my experience.
Do you see the support you're getting? The likes?
Well, yeah, that's awesome. Pebbles, you stink.
Hey, don't tell me.
Pebbles needs a moist bath.
You know, I want to
I'm
read
gonna
it.
use the next person that says moist.
You know what? Why do they call it coleslaw? Why don't we call it like moist slaw?
Ew.
I would be more happy. I'd be like, give me some of that moist slaw. That moist slaw. So yeah, that was before I started going to the gym all the time.
Oh God, he got the gun. Holy crap.
Oh God.
I'm a hell of an entertainer. I mean, I'm convincing. So I mean, hey, there's an appeal. There's an appeal there, but you know, and we lost. I've always been about this, but I lost sight of it, and that was, you know, with moving everything off of YouTube and going big or going home on everything. I've just wanted to create a place where, as I would say, that myself and my constituents have opportunities to flourish, because there is so much room on the internet. There is so much room in this world. There is so much money. There is so much resources. There's plenty for all of us. And if one person, and this is what fuels greed and the imbalance of wealth in this country is when one person comes across all this wealth, they don't do a whole lot to share it around. Maybe with a couple people here and there. I want to create something that's can offer opportunities to anybody that has a creative bone in their body. You're a musician, you're a singer, you're a painter, you're a sculptor, anything, because there's such a market for talent.
Avi's over here doing a live drawing for us.
Yeah, exactly. And you know, not everything that's worth having is going to be achieved overnight. So I know the appeal to go down certain avenues to achieve higher numbers is tempting, but in all honesty, if you stay the course in what you believe in and what you're truly passionate about, the payoff in the long run will be residual and much more rewarding. Trust me.
Amen to that. I totally agree.
Isn't that right, Pebbles?
That dog is pathetic.
That's why I have her.
I know. I went and saw Jasper today. I went and saw little Jasper today, and oh my God, that little bugger is getting mean. He is getting mean.
Oh,
that's that little puppy.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Growling and snapping. And
I don't know what it is about Red Nose, but I had dated this guy that got a Red Nose puppy, and that little asshole was mean.
This one, like, Jasper is getting to be mean.
You couldn't control him because every time you tried to scold him, he'd come lunging at you.
Oh,
I told dude he had to take this dog and go somewhere else with him. I couldn't because he was pissing off my little Shih Tzu that I had.
Yeah. My son,
I appreciate the likes, guys. That's very. I left a like on so he could see how missed he was.
Sorry, what?
I was telling everybody to keep the likes coming because that's a good way to let people know. I mean, a good way for them to let you know how missed you are.
I miss doing. I was doing a lot, and I miss doing it. I mean, I didn't touch.
You just needed a break, honey. You just needed to, you know, yourself.
I lasted a week, and by the time I finally got on Patreon and started doing something, I was so incredibly bored that. But I was like, I had my epiphany and did all that stuff, and had this big spiritual awakening, and I discussed it with you guys privately a few minutes ago, and since I can't change everything. I have to say that I hate to use glad that it happened, but I think that I'm thankful that I've had that lesson.
I think it took that. I really do think it took this to get you out of your this place where you felt like you had to clap back all the time. And you don't need to do that. Your integrity and who you are stands on its own, even when you're not there.
And there are periods of time when I knew that, and there are periods of time, but I mean that I just couldn't grasp the concept of of what was happening online, not just with myself, but with all of these other individuals. I mean, there's a lot of bad things happening to people on, from down here to Mr. 1,000 subs to Mr. 1 million subs. And I kind of channeled the anger that I had from the hand that life had dealt me into that, because it was an easy way to distract myself from dealing with the reality. And you don't deal with anything or get over anything in a week, but I finally faced some things that I was too afraid to face before, and I did it, and I was like, wow, okay. I felt like somebody just was standing on my chest, and now they're not. And doing that, I was able to just, like I said, just to forgive and just walk away, I guess, you can forgive somebody for something, and you don't have to go buy them coffee and hang out. You could, people walk into prisons and forgive people for murdering their children or their husband.
I'm sorry, guys. Thank you for pointing that out. I did not mean to still be presenting.
Oh, oops. So, blah, 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 sanctimonious, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah, I'm not presenting.
What?
I'm not presenting.
You're not presenting. Are you? I can see you.
Wild.
I see you. There's AV. Here, Pebbles, you're making me hot. Get off me. So,
somebody else speak.
What?
Somebody else speak so I can make sure that I'm not.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello, potato.
Okay, I'll present him.
I had to step away.
So now Ron's presenting.
Potato.
Hi. Oh, anyway. So, I mean, I don't know. I just want good things for everybody. That's all I want, is because there's enough bad to go around, and we don't have a say. I mean, we do have a say if we do bad things to other people. We don't have a say in the bad things that happen to us. So it's so much easier just to go out and try to make somebody's life easier and see them happy than it is to see people miserable.
We're here to make people laugh and have fun and be silly and not take ourselves too seriously, and to just give people a place to escape from their real life and not have to worry about the things that they have to worry about when they come here. This is supposed to be an escape from reality, not another war they have to fight when they sign on.
We want to inspire people to create and do more and stuff like that. We're not trying to inspire hatred and war and stuff you just said previously. We're not trying to inspire all the hatred and all the bad things. We want to bring good. I mean, you can look at a review video and see that as inspiration. Let's take one of Mr. On the Border's old. I'm using that nomenclature for your past use. Let's look at one of his older review videos. They were kind of, a little harsh, but at the same time, there's a lot of comedy in it, and he wasn't too harsh on the person either. He wasn't just straight up dragging them across rocks and mud. He was pointing out, different things that they could do to possibly improve their videos, and hence why I think that's what built the relationship between you and Amy Slayton.
Right. And I've repented for my digital sins for the most part. It doesn't make me right in the moment of doing that, but I mean, you got to grow. And I have chosen to adapt because I never dreamed that, anybody, I mean, like I said, when I was really starting to get serious about it, I'd get 35 views, have 1 thumb up, and 4 or 5 down. So I was always like, man, what the fuck? I never dreamed that it would be to a point where people actually miss my presence. It's very humbling. So
you have been missed so much. I don't want to send you screenshots of the things that people have said about you, but I have seen more people say good things about you than by far. I mean, it has finally made those who were just afraid there's a lot of people who come to me saying they're afraid to chat because they get targeted for whatever reason, and so they just watch you and they get satisfaction and entertainment from that. And I think this has given them the opportunity to actually start speaking up. And I'm overwhelmed, and I'm just me, so I know it must be overwhelming for you to know that you were so supported.
It really is, on so many different levels. I want everybody to know that there's always going to be somebody who wants to see you frown everywhere you go. In particular, like online, I apologized in an earlier quick stream that I did the other day, but I want to apologize to everybody who was affected by anything negatively that might have been happening to me, because that wasn't fair to you. Henceforth, like, you know, I've had a couple people tell me it's not fair that I'm going to Patreon, but that is honestly a move that's in everybody's best interest. Not only mine, but as far as an audience, it's in your best interest, because now you're with people who are there for the same expressed interest, and that's to watch content, be entertained, and have lighthearted conversation. You don't have to fight in the Shark Tank, you know, because, you know, one drop of blood hits it and it's feeding time. It's not the way it is there. It's a safe space for us, for lack of a better word.
Can I let me pour my heart out a moment since we got Ron doing it. I have a really bad confession to make. I was part of a group of individuals. By individuals, I mean just me, that would walk around Walmart with packages of condoms, and I would rub off the barcode and stick them in random people's carts that weren't looking. I don't know. It's just like, what? Yeah, it's, you know.
What the fuck?
It's just it's a confession. But I just wanted to lighten them.
Save that for church.
I wanted to lighten the mood for a moment and just kind of.
You're about to say, like, I used to get condoms and poke holes in them and throw them in.
Oh, God, no.
Oh, wow, yeah, you need to repent right now, son. I don't know if this is the best place, but
I don't want them to reproduce, but I do want them to get that weird look on their face when they're unloading their cart at the checkout and they find a box of condoms. It's priceless.
Oh, God.
I just wanted to share that with y'all, because we all have done things that we regret. I don't necessarily regret those things. I just feel bad admitting to it.
Most of the things that I've done that I regret are in human form. So,
Kitty, what kind of problems are you having joining Patreon? What is it pulling up? Do you have the app downloaded? Are you on your phone or the computer?
Who's having trouble?
Kitty.
Thanks, Melissa.
Well, tell me what's up. I'm gonna throw up a 5-minute warning though, guys. I got to get the littlest version of me to bed, and
no.
That sounded like a disagreement.
No, and he meant that. No.
What kind of problems are you having getting on Patreon?
He got his first phone today.
Ooh.
What did he get?
I just got a little smartphone. Want to see how he does with that, because you know, we're getting at that age where bike rides to the park. We live pretty close to everything, so, and Daddy always can't be, you know, sitting on top of you. So we live in a pretty safe town. A lot of kids are able to go to the park by themselves and ride their bikes without being creamed by a car or anything. So a phone was the next step. Like, you got it here. Press 1 and the green button. It calls Dad. There you go.
There you go.
Okay.
So what's the issue?
One more thing before you say anything else. Let's do this one more thing.
Well, let's walk that lady through Patreon so she's not stuck.
Okay.
And I would walk her through it. Okay. So let me go to screen share.
You gotta leave this replay up, right?
Yeah.
Okay. There's no reason not to. It's very clean, and we're talking about supporting a community.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If you had access to ads, you might actually get ads.
Nah, this was just a throwaway channel since I got a strike on my other one.
Oh, Jesus Christ, Sarah. You got me in a wig and a shirt that says
I can already see where that's going.
That video made me cry. Legit. I was sitting here with somebody, and I was in the bathroom watching it, and I was like, Noah, I paused it real quick, and the first 10 seconds, I was like, I'm gonna go watch this with my friend on the big screen, and I wanted to share it with them. It was very flattering.
It was very sweet.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I think she recorded that the day, or she was working on that either the day before or the day of that she had that fire in her house.
Yeah, I hate that she had a fire. That's terrible.
All right, I'm fixing to play it.
I hope their insurance covers everything.
Am I not presenting?
No.
Maybe you have Ron presenting.
Oh Lord.
I've got to start that because that was too good. I should have been presenting. Am I presenting now?
Yeah. You know,
okay, my bad. Sorry. It's been a long time.
As we still carry on, while they try to make shit, making themselves look hey.
Come on, Nikki, get it together. Unprofessional.
I don't even know where the fuck the song is.
Unprofessional.
That's me twice.
Rip headphone users.
I'm losing my mind.
You don't have to struggle, darling. You can throw that link in the chat for everybody. Like, everybody goes sub up Sarah.
I've got to shut that up. Where the hell is it, y'all?
I can hear it.
Give me a minute to get my shit under control. I'm blowing.
Nikki, we need to have like a
Abort.
we need to have a tutorial session one night.
Hang on.
Melissa and Savage trying to share the screen. We are fucking it all up.
Somebody mute me.
Can't wait mute. You, who?
There.
Oh my God.
Don't worry, Nikki. We'll get you trained up.
Yeah, don't feel bad. Been there, done that.
I might get some really interesting people following me on Twitter now. Oh, by the way, that's another perk to Patreon. I guess it is. It's not a requirement for me to follow you or for you to follow me to pay money, but I mean, it does lend a little bit of validity to who you are. I gotta if your name is Dickhead the Toast Man and you're a patron, I can be like, well, that's a real person.
Dickhead the Toast
Dickhead
Man.
the Toast Man. Oh Lord.
Yeah, right. I mean, got that name in prison. Don't ask. Don't ask. But I see Nikki down there. I am gonna have to get ready to go, Nikki, whenever you unmute yourself and join us again. Nikki, get your shit together.
Deja vu. I know, right?
Hey, if you get the flu twice in a year, is that deja flu?
There you go. Deja flu.
Did you hear that, little Meg?
But since we're talking about,
He's gonna throw something at you in a minute.
Oh God, that's so funny.
Since we're talking about community growth and helping each other, so here's the steps I've taken as a. I mean, I don't really consider myself a content creator per se because it's the game's already created. We just host it, but I'm hiring Ron to make me a great intro video because I like what he does. I'm hired AV to do some good graphics for me for avatars. And I think that if we do this as a community, we start helping each other grow based on the platforms that we have, that we could create a really strong, powerful community that can stand up for itself against things that we don't participate in, and we just take our stuff and we focus on those points.
Yeah, and I have a ringtone. Just Angelo has my ringtone.
I do have your ringtone.
Sarah's so cute and funny. I've got like a crush on Sarah. No lie. Don't tell her husband. Oh God, I just said that live, didn't I?
Oh, scandal.
You're gonna have to be Andrew in line because he's got a crush on her too.
Yeah, it's I'm a sucker for women who perform music, whatever. I mean, I'm just like, I mean,
am I in that category? Am I in that category, Juan? Do I make you moist when I go the hell off?
I'm the only one not in that category, I think.
I don't get moist, I get soupy.
Oh, jeez. Soupy.
Ooh.
This soup is moist. What's up with that?
I doesn't like strippers.
My underwear is moist.
That's you gotta shake your
I don't
bird
make you
better.
moist. I make you sticky. I make you sticky, Ron.
Nocturnal emissions.
Drama queens calling BS on you not liking strippers, man.
Okay, here's the deal. I went to a party once. A guy owned a strip club. He was like some kind of like.
Is it not playing the song?
It is, but we're just talking
over it.
Yeah, he was some gangster ass guy. He brought his girls out to his club, out to his property, right? And I think I was like 21 years old, and I had on white pants and a really nice shirt. We just got back from like a reception or something.
Oh, I know it's going well.
And they're Jesus, they're dancing on an old trailer like you would haul fucking lawnmowers on or something. And I'm standing there. I'm frugal. I'm frugal, Fred. Don't touch my money. This big motherfucker, 6'8", 350 pounds, like, get up here and put a dollar in your mouth. And he picks me up and throws me on this muddy stage.
Oh my God.
My pants I look like I shit my pants. So I go, fuck it. I take a dollar out. I stick it in my mouth. I look up, and it's a girl that I had a crush on since the 8th grade. So that's the only reason I was like, okay, cool. She reaches down. It's raining, so water's dripping off every crack down onto my face, and it was just not real pleasant.
You just had a bad experience, honey.
I mean, she was super hot, and I like had a boner for her since I was like 12. So I was like, woohoo! But after she got off, I was like, dude, you got a moist towelette that I could use.
Get some disinfectant.
Spray me in the face with Lysol, please, God.
Exactly. Drink some. You need some Clorox.
Get that Everclear and just blow a big flame right all over my face, man. It's fine. It was. Now check this out. This story gets a little even more twisted. So I'm 21 at the time. So flash forward another, let's see here, 10 years. And my roommate starts dating her and moves her into my house without asking me.
Oh God.
So I come home and I'm like, oh hell no, this bitch again. You know, like, and I threw her out, and I was gone, and I threw her out while I was gone. I was like, you get her out of my house. And I came home, he bailed, left her there. She hid in the bathroom, the only bathroom I had, for 4 hours waiting for a pimp to come pick her up or something.
Oh, God.
Anyway, yeah, she's dead.
The moral of the story.
The moral of the story is, yeah, heroin. That's
oh shit.
That's horrible.
That'll kill you.
It is. But you know, hey, that's like 7 degrees of negs.
Yeah.
But my pants, I'm still not over that.
My first experience with a strip club was a prank played on to me by my NCOs when I was at Redstone Arsenal. Yeah, be going to some club over there called Silver Dollar. Like, go in there and find out what kind of chicken they make. And I was like, all right. I don't know if you ever been to Alabama near Redstone Arsenal, but there's very, very few white people there.
Maybe.
I walk into this place, I look around, and there's a bunch of black people up there stripping and shit like that. And I'm like, I am not about to ask these people about fried chicken. Are you out of your mind? I turned right around. I was like, there ain't no food here. I am not playing that game.
All right, ladies and germs, I'm gonna have to bail. I appreciate you having me on.
Anytime. And if you where are we at here? Let me pop in the Patreon link one more time?
Yes, please, guys. I mean, and it's like I said, it's not about the money. It's more gratifying for me to create.
It's kind of like a filter, though.
It's a filter, and you're getting better content. You're getting more content, and it's more satisfying to me to create now because.
And your people who are interacting with you are going to be able to feel like they're in a safer environment, and their chat comments are not being monitored and being taken out of context.
Right. Yeah. Right. There's just a quick announcement. There's no tea on Patreon, because I know people have joined Patreon to try to get the inside scoop on stuff. There's nothing. It's fart and poop jokes.
Yep, pretty much.
It's a good time. We're having fun. It's the same with the forum, nextforum.com. No BS allowed. We're having fun. We're sharing videos. We're helping one another. We're doing things. We're going forward in the future. Fun. It's the same with the forum, nextforum.com. No BS allowed. We're having fun. We're sharing videos. I hear myself.
Who is on the next forum?
We're going forward in the future.
On the next forum or whatever, who is like approving all that stuff?
I don't know, but I'm echoing through somebody's stuff.
On the next forum.
Oh no, here we go. We're gonna be in a loop now.
What just happened? On the next forum.
We're about to go into the fourth dimension.
Approving all that stuff.
I don't know, but I'm as far as next forum goes, it's modded by several people who are anonymous, kind of.
Fourth dimension.
I've got to figure out what the fuck's going on.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on right now, and I got ADD and I'm everywhere.
Hang on, I'm fixing to fix it.
Is that a fixing to fix it? Holy crap! Does that kind of cancel it out? Does that mean you're breaking it? So
I don't know what I'm hearing.
Anyway, about it, it's kind of a filter, and I mean, this isn't about me, but I'm just saying from the heart that it's much more fun to make. It's more fun to make content now. It really is. I'm back to having fun. I don't care if 2 people watch it or 200 people watch it. I'm enjoying myself. Other people are enjoying themselves, and it's awesome.
That's all that matters.
Can we address the fact that Wombat is 50, but he looks like he's 40?
The dude is, I think he was in the Lost Boys movie, but I don't think he was a stand-in. I think he was the real deal. It was written. It was based on his real life.
I mean, the dude don't
have a good night, Kitty.
I was impressed.
Yeah,
so did y'all hear what I said about that? It was a better place for the people to interact and all that, or was there too many videos going on in the background?
I think
I heard you.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure, because it's not, people are wanting to, it's all about the money for him, because he's all about doing this for free. I mean,
if somebody has a negative opinion about, here's the deal. Patreon is voluntary. You either sign up for it or you don't. I mean, and right now, I think everybody out there who knows their worth should try to get paid. But I'm not just trying to get myself paid. I'm trying to create a network of talent here and see that people are we can, if one of us rises up, we help push each other up, just like this. And
I'm just going to say this real quick. You know what it's about? And I'm going to show the line art that I was doing while the stream was going. I'm going to show this. This is what I did during the stream. It looks like a cloud of smoke billowing out, but it's actually supposed to be a tree representing growth, not money, for those of you out there trying to think bad shit.
Representing growth.
That's a tree of growth.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, nice, dude.
And another...
It's about inspiration and stuff like that,
That is beautiful, dude.
It is pretty.
Let me give a comparison too for Negs, because I think this is important to understand. Look, you know how like a movie comes out to the theater, you can go out, pay 7, 8, 10, 12, whatever bucks at whatever theaters to charge these days. Go see the movie right away, right? Or you can wait 30 days and rent it on DVD at the Redbox for $1.99. This is pretty much the same thing here. Negs is creating content that traditionally was free on YouTube, but YouTube doesn't provide any kind of protection. So to protect himself, his brand, and his audience, he's moved it to Patreon. Exactly. My advice my advice, Negs, if you're interested, is whatever you do on Patreon for $1, 30 days later you can upload one of them up to YouTube. So now you have your free audience that can watch there, but they have to wait 30 days. But if you want to watch it live, it's $1.
And that's you can do that through Patreon. You can schedule your post for early access.
Yeah, early access. Yeah.
So yeah, that's a great. I thought about doing that. I'm still on the fence about the whole YouTube thing right now. I do not see. I know I'm not gone completely because I'm uploading different stuff to the channels as far as like let people know where I'm going and whatnot. And I'm going to continue to do that every time there's a show where we have an uncovered. There will be a video uploaded telling people where to go. And it could be possible in the future that certain videos do go public. But I'm just on the fence right now. I've still got a lot of soul searching to do because I just took a huge leap. I basically did what Onision did when he turned his 1 million sub channel into a subscriber based thing, and it didn't, and he struggled it, but he handled it. He handled it poorly. He was all like, "Why won't nobody give me $1? I'm worth it." And I'm like, "Hey, shut up, dude. If you're worth it, they'll give it." I mean,
personally, I think you're worth more than $1, but I mean, it is what it is. It's what people can afford, and I understand it's a tough economy out there.
It is, and I still, guys, there's still Instagram at Mr. on the Border, Snapchat at Mr. on the Border. There's still those negsforum.com completely
and
free.
Your Twitter. There's been some talk about how your Twitter got shut down, but he's been talking about shutting down his old Twitter for quite a while.
I deactivated it.
Yeah,
that was 100% my choice.
Yeah,
I could go in right now and reactivate
for a while. You've been talking about deactivating your Twitter for a while, not get in trouble for any posts or anything. You started a new Twitter for your close friends and Patreon or patrons or whatever the hell y'all call them.
I started a new Twitter for people who are actually interested in what I have to say and what I have to release, not
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, there was just too many on the other Twitter. I was being used as a nickel freak show. It really wasn't about interest in my craft or any of my friends' craft. It was treated as a freak show, and I'm nobody's freak show. So I that's why everything got scrapped. And if I'm going to be somebody's freak show, they're going to pay the nickel. They're not going to skip past the guard. I mean, I don't know. I'm running off the mouth here, but the Twitter was just, you get it's just, you have it open. I don't like having my stuff protected because I like to tell jokes and I want a lot of people to see them. And I got millions and millions and millions of impressions on my other account. I had no reason to shut it down. It was performing well, but I just rather just talk to people than argue with people or read negative shit. It's just, I can't grow from that. So, yeah.
Well, I appreciate what you do. I appreciate what these other content creators do. Keep up the good work and do what you got to do to protect yourself, because that's really, it's really what it's about for your mental health and your physical health.
Amen. Like I say, or like Dr. Steve Brill says, for your health, you dingus.
Yeah. But hey, don't keep me in mind, guys. I do have a stream idea I want to do with as many of you as willing to participate in trying out my game on my panel while you're playing the game.
And that is Underlight. Let me type that in chat.
That is Underlight. It's a free game. It's free to download, free to play. And it would be awesome, not just from a GM standpoint, but we want to see what people who've never played the game for experience and what kind of things we can do to make it better for you as a new player. Because you're gonna come into a game where people are 7th, 8th, and 9th spear who've been playing for 20 years. And Underlight in its infancy was the groundbreaker for non-NPC role-playing game where you cannot level up unless you socially interact with other real people.
Nice. I have to go, but before I go, I do want to give a few shout outs. And I want to give shout outs to Skeeter Jerkins, Angry Veteran, Bunny Rabbit, Mr. Gigi, Andy, Error ASMR, The Geek Room, Modern Medusa, and Airsoft Fatty. Those are the people that I support on Patreon. So everybody knows that I'm not just I give well over $40 of my contributions right back to the community.
I'm not on Patreon, so he can't pay me.
Yes, he does.
So Yeah, if you go over and check it out, it's all about paying it forward. So I do have to go. Got a kid. I got to get in sleep. I'm sweating for some reason. Don't know why. It must be the crippling depression. I don't know. But I appreciate you guys having me on. I appreciate the support. And you know, never say never, but you know, for the foreseeable, indefinitely, I'm boycotting YouTube as far as putting money in their pocket. So,
hey, I support you, whatever you do.
Yep.
I expect to see that comedy hour, Ron.
We're gonna get some shit rolling, so everybody needs to stay
And
tuned.
maybe we can do some more panels like this on other people's channels.
Yeah, rotate it around. I think this is really cool.
Yeah.
Moist comedy hour.
I'll gladly make appearances. I will not be streaming to let YouTube take money from my audience and not protect them. That's not gonna happen.
And I'm not gonna have anything enabled super chat wise or anything like that. So you're welcome, Drama Queen, anytime. We'll use Ron as a tool to just, you know.
I'm used to that. In real life.
We'll pimp him out.
Women always use me as a tool. It's okay.
So who wants to come to my weekly Quiplash game?
Yes,
Hey,
Bunny,
Ron.
put your channel in the chat, or y'all can just, Bunny's in there. So just click on Bunny and sub to Bunny. Sub to Drama Queen with the Wandering Goat. Just about everybody in here is a content creator in some form of
Melissa, the Wandering Goat. Pretty
If
good.
they have a wrench, they definitely have a channel. I don't know, Mr. D might not have a channel. We all sub and support each other. If you don't like our content, don't sub. So,
Hey, Ron, do one of your famous outros for all the viewers. I'm pretty sure they want to see something like that.
My famous outros.
I don't know what you usually do after a show.
okay, well, before, have we already showed Amy's painting?
It's just me shamelessly shilling at the end of every show. So we've already done an hour of that.
Okay, and let's Negs Forum. Was it Negs Forum what?
.com.
.com. I still haven't registered because that's what I've been trying to ask you who approves these things.
It's good people.
You do?
It's me and other people who I trust.
Okay.
Yeah, I got that. I got it on lockdown.
I typed that wrong. My bad. Well, Angry Goat knew nothing about it.
But I'm gonna drop out. Okay.
Yeah, I got to as well. So
yeah, I'm gonna end this, guys, and I'll leave the replay up. I don't think we did anything wrong, unless Sarah wants to copyright strike me.
and chat room, thank you so much for the support, guys. Just reach out to me in the forum or come over to
Y'all
Patreon
can
and join us.
retweet this video for replay because it'll be up for replay.
Indeed. Hey, I appreciate it, guys. I'm out.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.
Stop the broadcast before he does, and then he's gone. But okay, y'all stay on panel. Thank y'all for coming and showing Neg support, and we'll catch y'all next time. Love you guys. Bye. Everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
See y'all later.